The Kremlin has sharply pushed back against US President Donald Trump's remarks on the war in Ukraine. Speaking to reporters, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said, "It is a big mistake to believe that Ukraine can win back territory already under Russian control." This comes after Donald Trump declared that Russia's economy was in big trouble and that its forces have now been fighting aimlessly for at least 3.5 years. Rejecting that view, Moscow insisted its economy is strong and enough to fully meet the needs of Russian military. Now, Peskov said that the war has not been aimless, but a result of what he calls the West's refusal to listen to Russia's long-standing security concerns. Kremlin's message was blunt. The idea that Ukraine can claw back occupied regions is, in its word, deeply mistaken.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on Tuesday he believed Ukraine could retake all its land occupied by Russia. The sudden and striking rhetorical shift in Ukraine's favor came in a post on Truth Social, shortly after Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in New York. Trump wrote that Kyiv should act now with Moscow facing big economic problems, and that, quote, Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. Such an extraordinary reversal would require Kyiv to expel Russian forces from 20% of its territory, including the Crimean Peninsula, which Moscow has held since 2014. Trump has previously suggested Kyiv should consider giving up territory in order to make peace. That has fueled Ukrainian fears of behind-the-scenes talks over a deal that would seek to recognize its occupied lands as legally Russian. Zelensky later told reporters his meeting with the American leader had been, quote, good and constructive, without going into details. As he left the press conference, he hailed Trump's Truth Social statement.
It's a big shift. This post of Trump, it's a big shift.
Zelensky later told Fox News that he thought the positions of the Ukrainian and U.S. teams were, quote, closer than any time before, and that he thought Trump's position had changed. Europe's foreign policy chief Kaja Kallas praised Trump's statements, while Russia's deputy UN ambassador Dmitry Polyansky downplayed their significance, saying, quote, don't get so excited about every tweet. While a marked shift, Trump's only firm commitment in the post was to, quote, continue to supply weapons to NATO for NATO to do what they want with them. That's an apparent reference to a new mechanism allowing European countries to buy U.S. weapons for Ukraine. Zelensky said he had reached a, quote, understanding with Trump to provide security guarantees to Ukraine when the war ended, but again did not provide specifics.